Yo, what up? It's me, Dr. Dr. Dinosaur. I need to say, this is meant for 5-year-olds, by the way. I feel like a goon. It's been a little bit since I've done a dinosaur video, so might as well do one right now because I feel like it. The Dilophosaurus, my favorite dinosaur. Why? Because it's awesome. Video over. There's quite a few reasons why the Dilophosaurus is just an amazing dinosaur. Although I do have to preface, I'm a theropod guy, okay? I love theropods. Theropods are great. Not saying that other dinosaurs aren't great. I love all dinosaurs, but theropods, the beast foot, I love them. They're cool. For me to explain, why I love Dilophosaurus, it makes sense to know what a Dilophosaurus is. And of course, since it's my favorite dinosaur, I must know everything about it. False. I still have to look up things about it. Don't judge me, please. Please. Please don't. So if you're thinking about the boys from Jurassic Park with the those guys that spit poison out of the frill, get that out of your head right now. I only want accurate Dilophosaurus here. That's all I want. So he's I'm gonna try my best to describe him. So he's this big, lanky boy, and he has the 2 crests, which is his namesake. He has teeth. I suck. There's just some things you should know about Dilophosaurus. So he's from the early Jurassic, which is kind of the time when dinosaur populations started exploding and dinosaurs started going everywhere. Dinosaurs appeared during the Triassic, but they weren't very large or very abundant either. But during the early Jurassic, this is when dinosaurs started going everywhere. And believe it or not, Dilophosaurus was the largest carnivore of its time, which is pretty big if I can find the actual size. I believe it's like 20 feet long. T-Rex height? No, he's a lot smaller than T-Rex. But for his time, he was pretty freaking big. Let's call it 2 meters tall and 7 meters wide. No, not 7 meters wide, long. If he's not humongously fat. And Dilophosaurus, weatherily, I don't know how to say that. Weatherily. I'm gonna go with, I don't know. The name means 2-crested lizard, named after, you guessed it, the 2 crests. And it's named after this guy named Wetherill. Why is this guy important? John Wetherill was a cattle rancher, explorer, and amateur archaeologist in Colorado. That's all I got. Lived about 193 million years ago. Was big, was ferocious. Apex predator of its time? Maybe. Probably. It probably was. I mean, if you're going to be the biggest bad around, might as well be good at it, right? I hope that's how it works in real life. Right here, I have my nerd book. Camera, look at it. It's my nerd book. It goes dilo, or no, that's not what it says. It says di, D-I, 2. Cool, like Dimetrodon. But that's not a good analogy if you don't know what Dimetrodon means. And Lophos, that's crest. Saurus, lizard, namesake, 2-crested lizard. There you go. It's not Dilophosaurus. I'm looking at you. It's not. There's real etymology to it. It means something in Greek and Latin. But yeah, no, it kind of does sound like Dilophosaurus. I know. But that doesn't make it not awesome. Dilophosaurus. Why do I love it so much? Well, first off, it's very recognizable. When you look at a dinosaur and you see it has 2 crests like a Dilophosaurus, there's no questioning that it's a Dilophosaurus. Obviously, it's a Dilophosaurus. Because some dinosaurs, you're like, I don't know what that is. It looks kind of like every other dinosaur that it belongs to. Let's say all the allosaurs. If you looked at some artist rendition of Allosaurus, Saurophaganax, What's another allosaur? Oh, I'm blanking. I know there's more allosaurs out there. And I told you, tell me which one's which, but you get no context. You just are given one and you're like, which one is it? Honestly, I couldn't tell you. I don't know. They look different based on their fossils, but artist renditions of them, they all kind of look the same, I'm not gonna lie. But Dilophosaurus, on the other hand, you see those two crests, you're like, that's a Dilophosaurus. I know that right there. And there are plenty of other recognizable crested lizards as well. Cryolophosaurus with his, Elvis crest. Prostratosaurus guanlong. Basically every single ceratopsian has a recognizable head ornament. A lot of hadrosaurs like Lambeosaurus, Corythosaurus, Parasaurolophus, they all have cool head ornaments. But Dilophosaurus is near and dear to me, okay? It's recognizable, I see it, and like that's a dilo, and I know it. Recognizability, one thing that I surely do like about it, but of course it's not going to be the only thing, because plenty of other dinosaurs are very recognizable. Skull structure. The skull structure of a Dilophosaurus is very, very unique. Unfortunately, I left my Dilophosaurus skull sweatshirt in my college dorm like a dum-dum. I mean, I still got some Dilophosaurus merch, but I guess I'm gonna have to show you stock images. Yay! So the skull of a Dilophosaurus obviously has the two crests, but it also has something called a subnarial gap. And it's that gappy looking gap, you see? The kink in the maxilla, that's the subnarial gap. And it's pretty freaking cool if you ask me. But here's the thing. What use would having a kink in your jaw have? I mean, if you look at it, it doesn't look like it'd be really used for anything. It looks kind of weird. It probably would even hinder the dinosaur in a way by making its jaw just less structurally stable. But one theory that I kind of like is that it was used for plucking flesh from dead things. Is that what it's actually used for? I don't know. Could be. But that's one theory that I find pretty cool. So yeah, very recognizable skull, very interesting skull anatomy that I really enjoy. Another really big thing for me is that I've grown up knowing Dilophosaurus. And obviously it's from Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park popularized a made-up dinosaur with the name Dilophosaurus slapped onto it. The Jurassic Park Dilophosaurus is not a real thing. I don't know what it is. But because Dilophosaurus was popular in Jurassic Park, that made me be like, I wonder what the real thing is like. And I looked it up. I was like, whoa, this is so dope. I really like it. I think it's cool. And so I did more research on it. I was like, this is now my favorite dinosaur. It happened exactly like that, I assure you. I've known about Dilophosaurus for a long time, ever since I've seen and read Jurassic Park all those ages ago when I was a wee little dinosaur boy. It's a fun dinosaur. And it's really cool when paleontologists are like, oh, we found a new specimen. Take a look at this. Because I think in 2020, a new specimen of Dilophosaurus was discovered with like different head stuff. And I remember reading that one paleontologist theorized that the two crests could have been fused by like a membrane and they just had a big sack on their head, like a weird chicken gizzard, turkey gizzard, or like how they have those head things? Yeah, like that. Do I personally think that's how it is? No, but it's cool and I like it. And that's why I like the Dilophosaurus. See you guys in the next one. Peace.